is how to use our online backup service to create a single job to run on multiple devices. So if you have a bunch of devices connected to a single online backup account, sometimes it's easier to create one action and one job to run against all those machines, and then you don't have to create individual jobs to run against all the machines and wonder what's actually getting backed up. In this instance, I have 3 computers that are connected to this account, 3 different devices. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group. I only have the default group so far, so I'm going to create a new group. And I'm going to call this consultants, because we're going to say that all of our people in the field are consultants. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the default group, and these are all the computers I have connected to the account. I'm going to move these 2 to the consultants group. And the reason that shows up there is these are listed by alphabetical order. I'm going to say move. Now I'm in my new group consultants, and both my computers are there. There are no jobs scheduled for them yet, but we're going to do that now. So now I'm going to go to actions. I'm going to create a new action. I'm going to call it consultants backup. And I'm going to browse. And in this instance, I'm just going to select the users folder, and I'm going to add the entire users folder. And one thing to remember when you're setting this up is you have this group of people and I have their computers. I added them to a specific group, and I'm going to make a job that runs for that entire group. But it's important that they have the exact same operating system so that the files are located in the same location. So this path needs to exist for all the users or it won't work right. So if you had 9 out of 10 people that in a group, or say 10 people in a group and 9 out of 10 had the same path, the 10th person wouldn't run correctly, but the other 9 would, and you would know that when you got your job logs. So you would find that in your history. If it's something that you were unfamiliar with or you didn't know what devices they were using, you would find it out pretty quickly, because as soon as the jobs tried to run, they would not run correctly. And those are people you could either put into another group with a group backup or potentially a specific unique individual backup. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to say this is a group job, and I want to schedule it. And the job name is Consultants Backup. The action is the Consultants Backup. The group is the Consultants. That's all correct. And I want this to run daily because they're out in the field doing lots of things. And I'm going to say 8 p.m. because odds are they'll be back to their rooms or hotels or wherever they're at that night. And hopefully they'll be connected to a network so their job runs. I'm not going to do an email status notification for this because I can come in and look at my history. I'm going to create the group job. And now I have this group job called Consultants Backup. It's going to run every day. It's going to run against everybody's device who's in the consultant group. And if I need to look and see who those are, I click on Groups and Consultants. I see those computers. And that job is now scheduled and ready to go. If I need to modify it, I just click on the name of it and I can change anything I need to change. I can add people to that group. I can take people out of the group. But now I have a group job that I could just continue to add devices to, and it'll always run against those computers, and I don't have to set up individual actions or jobs for them. I just add them into that group, and now they'll automatically have those jobs run against them. So that's one way you can set up one job and have it run against a bunch of devices very quickly and very easily.